ugly presenter, gorgeous guests, best content every day. Hey guys, the sun is setting on our last day here at South by Southwest at Austin, Texas, from the Leishman Clubhouse. Got a lot of stuff to get through today. We have the world's biggest DJ in the world's smallest shack, Tiesto. We also have one of the world's coolest singers and one of the world's awesomest outfits, Liz. We also have one of the world's most masculine R&B voices with the world's most feminine name, Shy Girls. And finally, yes, I made it. I made it to the Lady Gaga show. So here you have it, Tiesto, Liz, Shy Girls, Gaga. Click on whichever part you want to go to right away or watch the whole thing starting right now with Tiesto. Okay, so this is nuts. We're like in a tiny shack in Austin, and that is multi-millionaire Tiesto. These old people are here. I'm like literally rejecting them in front of them. Oh, what did you do? Force them? Yes. Somehow I'm still single. I'm not sure if our next guest is or not, but if she was, that would be absolutely ridiculous because she's hot and awesome and incredible. It's Liz. So we're doing an interview with this bag. I think Liz is here somewhere, but I'm just really interested in this backpack. You see this? I feel like this is, Brittany, not for you, it's not just something that's, oh, this is a cute pop culture reference, but like, yeah, I feel like you can really appreciate a lot of her music. You do pop music.
No, Brittany is a huge influence on me, and the songs that Max Martin wrote for her and for NSYNC, yeah.
I love Max Martin. If you don't know who Max Martin is, here's a quick compendium of all the hits he has written.
So yeah, I'm kind of like the pop girl in that underground LA community.
But that feels like the new pop now. Like that's why I loved you over them. That for me feels like a
Thank you so much,
massive modern pop song.
Don't pay him down to stress us. We can talk about it, can talk about it. And I won't change the way that I feel about it. No, there ain't no one who can take my love away from you. It's you over there.
Yeah, I did that with the Picard brothers, and they're from Paris. And I just worked with, they came to LA the last couple of weeks, and we did a bunch of new stuff, so.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So you're working on a new, album?
Yes, I'm working on an album.
What's the concept?
I'm just saying that I want it to be, like, Lizified, like Justified.
Lizified. I love that.
Yeah, like, as cool and progressive and modern as that, but still, like, really great pop songs at the end of the day, things you sing in the shower, so.
What do you sing in the shower, Liz?
Sing a lot of Justin Bieber.
Oh, why to make that face? You're all that matters to me. That's jam.
My favorite one right now. All That Matters. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
And so for you, what is the perfect pop song?
If the lyrics can match, like how great the melody is, like if they're just as good, like that's a sign of like a really good song. I just started as a singer-songwriter, and I would write stuff on piano.
Okay.
So we're like really simple, like chord changes, melodies and stuff. And so like I worked with Lido from Norway.
Yeah, on the new track on Y2K.
Yeah, and so we did that from scratch. And people are always like, oh, what's that sample in the beginning? It's like, that was like my co-writer. We told him to go in the booth and said, sing some like Jodeci type riffs.
Oh yeah?
And yeah, we made it completely from scratch. We made the chords, like everything. So,
What's a Jodeci type riff? Do just like a little riff for us?
Lots of like, oh girls, and you know I love you, and you know like I want to put it on you, you know, stuff like that. So.
What's your favorite one of those to put in your songs? Is it like an ooh baby or like yeah or like a? Do you have a thing like that you do in your songs?
Just a lot of just like falsetto riffs, you know, like Mariah type riffs, like.
Okay.
You know, like stuff like that.
I love that. Oh God, I wish I could do that. Listen to me after 5 days of South by. I wasn't even trying to be bad. What it sounds like when you were saying that you started on the piano,
Yeah.
it sounds like a Taylor Swift kind of thing.
You know, my new stuff, I've been making jokes with some of the producers. How I'm like, oh great, I wrote another R&B Taylor Swift song. Like,
Okay, wait. If you make an album of R&B Taylor Swift songs, it'll be my favorite album of all time.
that's kind of what it's turning into, to be honest. Because a lot of them are, I'm getting back to my singer-songwriter roots, but it's still very R&B, and you know, but they're you know, girl next door songs.
What's your favorite Disney soundtrack?
The Little Mermaid.
Thank you. Everyone has said Aladdin to that, you know, for the last
Aladdin's
year.
great, too.
Aladdin is great, but Little Mermaid.
Oh my God, yes.
Look at these things. Isn't it neat? Wouldn't you say
Saying my collection's complete.
Wouldn't you say I'm the girl?
The girl who has everything.
Yeah, I would love to be the voice of like the next Disney princess.
Have you been able to do this as your job, like your whole life, to be an artist, a singer?
Yeah, you know, I did some acting too.
What were you in?
Oh, it was just like little things, you know what I mean? Like guest stars.
Do you do any impressions of like people in your auditions? Do they ask you to do that?
Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Laura. Bonjour.
What's your favorite TV theme show song?
Oh, gummy bears bouncing here and there and everywhere.
It's like there was
That's a good one.
Gummy bears bouncing here and there and everywhere.
Pony, my little pony.
Yeah.
Anyone who loves Little Mermaid as much as I do is cool in my book. We're also going to be talking about Disney songs with our next guest, Shy Girls.
All this commotion, none of the emotion. I think I want it over, but you wanna come over.
Hi, nice to meet you, Shy Girls.
Hi. We need hair and makeup back in here.
This is just such a dream come true to meet you.
Maybe I should interview you.
Go ahead. What do you want to know?
I'm here with, what's your name again?
Laura.
Laura.
Yeah?
What just happened?
I tried to drink some of the Red Bull, which I found really good. And it went through my nose.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Are you having a good time though, South by?
Yeah, I'm having a great time. Besides, I think that was the low point right there.
That was it.
Trying to start a professional interview and running off and having Red Bull come out my nose.
Well, it looked flattering.
Did it? You're a really good journalist because you're a liar.
Haha.
Are you a country guy? Did you grow up in the country?
Kind of, yeah. Yeah, like my family, they still live in the same, plot of land. It's like a couple acres, like 3 acres out in the middle of nowhere. Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
And were they musical besides listening to Alan Jackson on the radio?
No, that's pretty much it. They had like 2 albums that I would listen to with them.
Which were those?
The Judds and the Alan Jackson.
And so you start out in country, listening to country music in the car, and you're living in the country.
Yeah.
And so how do you get here, where you are? What did you start in like high school, messing around with stuff?
Yeah, well, I guess that, like the country thing was just like my parents. I was like really into Disney movies and Disney soundtracks when I was a kid.
Which one is your favorite?
I love the Aladdin soundtrack. That was probably my favorite when I was a kid.
You're gonna love this guy.
And I was obsessed. I was obsessed with Aladdin. Lion King also. Yeah.
Okay, so we're at country, and then the Disney movies, and then from Disney movies, everyone knows you. Sort of, they think Shy Girls R&B influenced.
Yeah.
You recently came out with the Brandy cover, "Sitting Up in My Room," and so when does that come in your life? Did you have a period where you were a long-haired rock and roll, heavy metal guy?
I did have that kind of a period, but
Really?
that was like after when I was pretty young, like post Disney. I was just listening to the radio because that was in like central Pennsylvania. You had like country radio and then you had like pop radio, and the pop radio was like all of the like what we would now call R&B, but it was really like R&B pop.
Okay, yeah. So Brandy and Monica and that kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. So that was just like what I listened to. It wasn't even like I sought it out. It's just like what I listened to. And then in high school, I was like super into classic rock. It was like Led Zeppelin. And,
Really?
Yeah, it was like, you know, all music that was made before 1978, like just pure classic rock.
And how long did that phase last for?
A couple years at least.
And what did your hair look like?
It was big. I had sideburns. I had sideburns that would go down to here like.
No way.
Yeah.
You must have stood out in school.
A little bit, yeah. Well, the other thing was I wore girls' jeans at the time, like flared jeans. You know, like a classic.
You went
rock.
full on.
Yeah.
You know that movie Dazed and Confused?
Yeah, I looked like one of those guys.
That's what I love about these high school girls, man. I get older, they stay the same age.
So you're classic rock for a couple of years, and then what you walk by yourself in a mirror, you see yourself in flared jeans, and you're like, no.
I gradually grew out of that and just into more like experimenting with production and sort of like getting back to my roots, I guess. And like I'd always been a fan of pop music, even when I was into classic rock, just like the poppier classic rock stuff. And it's just the idea of like crafting pop songs became a big thing for me. And I just like had a laptop computer and not a lot of like other gear or like a big studio, so I was just sort of producing.
What's your favorite line from Dazed and Confused?
I want to dance. Is that it?
So you're not going to go to law school? What do you want to do then? I want to dance.
Aladdin is a good choice too, as favorite Disney soundtrack. As favorite pop star, there's not even a question with me, it's Lady Gaga. So I did everything to finally make it to her show here at South by Southwest, and I did it! Sort of. We're right up front. We're totally right up front for Lady Gaga at South by Southwest. I want you loving, I want your revenge. You and me could have a bad romance. I want your loving, you and me could have a bad romance. Give me the feeling of love. Hashtag parking lot. I think we have the best seats in the house.
Yeah, we do.
She's on Mechanical Bull. Lady Gaga stole that from me. That was in our video for 3 days ago. But it's cool, you can have it, Gaga, but you know, I mean, geniuses steal and all that. It's cool. I'm staying here all night, bitch. That was too fucking short. We want more. We want more. I asked and she came, everyone left and I stayed and she came and she did my favorite song. I need you more than dope. Need you more than dope. I don't take dope, but I need you more than dope. Need you more than bacon, not really. Don't need anything more than bacon. Where else can you see Lady Gaga from a parking lot than at South by Southwest in Austin, Texas? The sun is literally setting right over there, and it's goodbye from the Laura Leishman Clubhouse, and goodbye from Xavier. Let's say goodbye to Xavier over here, who's done such a good job. Oh, wait, bye, Xavier.
Bye-bye.
Bye, the sun. Bye, Austin.